welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Ace Academy. On the last episode, we helped a dear friend of ours heal their hurting heart. That's out the way. The introduction's out the way. Let's get right on to this next episode. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to choose Valerie for this one. I've been slacking a little bit on my training, and I can feel myself falling slightly behind in physical education. I need to be in peak condition for a match this week. It's time to hit the gym. When I arrive at the rec center, I head straight to the lockers to change. Afterwards, I walk towards the main gym, but decide to go around the back of the entrance. It's closer to the weight section, so I don't have to weave through the cardio equipment. As I follow the new route, I walk past the rec center's group classrooms. There are no classes scheduled at this time, so I'm surprised to see a familiar lone figure pummeling a freestanding punching bag. Valerie? She pauses, and her hair whoops across her face as she turns towards the sound of my voice.
Oh, it's you.
Glad to see you too. Instead of biting back her usual witty retort, Valerie refocuses on the punching bag and throws another jab. I've never seen her like this before. With her fierce scowl that murderous look in her eyes, kind of reminds me of Curry. Jeez, what did that thing ever do to you?
It's what it didn't do.
She strikes the bag with a powerful roundhouse. The bag wobbles from the force. Whoa. There's no way this tiny girl can pack that much of a power without many years of training under her belt. Remind me never to get on your bad side. Just then a soft melody fills the room. Valerie glances at a gym bag, which was tossed to the side of the room, and her frown returns. Instead of answering the phone call, she resumes her fighting stance in front of the punching bag and aims a hard punch. Aren't you going to get that?
Why? So she can disappoint me all over again.
Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me at all? Fix that. Alright, you guys can hear me, right? Alright. A little louder, it's fine. She finishes her question with a yell and another punch. Her hair sticks to her face, neck, and her skin. And her hair sticks to her face and neck, while her skin glistens with a layer of sweat. The call seems to have riled her up even more, and she's getting sloppy with her movements. Valerie, are you okay? Punch.
What does it look like?
Kick. Looks like you should tell me what's bothering you. She prepares for another kick when I stop her. Valerie. She grits her teeth, but after a moment, she lets her hands drop to her side.
It's my mom.
What about her?
She's breaking her promises. Again.
She accentuates the last word with an angry punch.
This weekend was supposed to be our weekend. She promised she'd fly out and come visit me for the first time since I started here at Ace. But of course, that's not gonna happen anymore.
I'm taken aback by the bitterness in her voice. Why not?
Because apparently her new boyfriend is more important than her own daughter.
She vents her frustrations with a formidable sidekick, wobbling the punching bag once more. I'm sure that's not...
It's true. She called me earlier today to tell me she can't make it because Bullshitty Matthew surprised her with a romantic getaway for the weekend.
Didn't she tell him about her plans with you?
Yes? I don't know. All I understood was that he had already made all the arrangements and bookings, and it was all so romantic that she couldn't say no.
Don't say it, Caleb. I'm really trying hard not to say it. I really want to say it. Ah, fuck it. Why don't you just give up, let his friends surrender their weapons?
And the best part is when she told me, Mabel, why are you getting so worked up? I can see you at any time.
Ah, fuck it. Why don't you just give up, let his friends surrender their weapons? Anytime in Japan,
Yup.
I'm dumbfounded. No wonder why she's so angry. It's her loss. Hold up. I'm gonna continue the madness. Lucky for you, my weekend just opened up. And she know it didn't. Well, not in this round. Riley gives me a strange look.
What does that mean?
That means on a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how emotionally vulnerable are you? She pauses and chuckles.
Just enough.
I like where this is going.
For us to cuddle and talk about our feelings.
Actually, I forgot there was a thing I wanted to do. I had to do this weekend. Valerie seems to be in better spirits at least. She was laughing, you know. Once she catches her breath, she sighs in resignation.
This is just how she is. And I hate that after all these years, I still believe that she'll be different. That this time she really will follow through with her promises.
Good luck. Hey, Bear. Hope you don't mind my dog behind me. Hey, Big Bear. Good boy. Shut up, Bear.
I mean, I had planned a whole day of fun things for us to do when she got here. And I'm disappointed that won't be happening now.
It'll still happen. I'll do it with you. She blinks clearly in surprise.
But you don't even know what I have planned.
Doesn't matter. I'm hanging out with you. I know I'll have a good time. She stares at me again with a strange look of disbelief. Then slowly her face melts into a bright smile. She flings her arms around my neck and hugs me tight.
Thank you.
She beams as she pulls me away. I don't know if you realize this, but you are pretty sweaty. In one smooth moment, Valerie flips me over her hip and throws me on my back. It happens so quickly, I can't make out how I went from being standing to falling. Ow!
How dare you say something like that to a lady?
A lady can't usually do that. She laughs and offers me a hand to help me up. Well, I was going to offer to practice with you, but I'm not sure I want to get beat up again.
How about I show you a few moves? I promise I'll be gentle.
You and Gentle, well, actually, strike that. They do. Trust me. Oh, Gentle and you definitely go in the same sentence. I know this for a fact because I played it so many times. I know what she. she's basically Nagatoro. She's basically Nagatoro, a white version. She's basically a blonde-head version of Nagatoro. I swear, if she was tan, she could be Nagatoro's double. By the way, check out Don't Toy Me Nagatoro, and please don't believe me Nagatoro. Great anime and manga, highly recommended. No more throwing.
Only when you deserve it.
Fair enough. Valerie grins and playfully punches my arm in response. Hey! She chuckles.
Step 1 is to teach you how to block.
Roger Dodger. I find some extra pads lying around and join Valerie in her practice section. We spent the rest of the evening together until we both had to leave the room for a sketch. house is quiet when I get home. Uncle Kaito is still working his crazy hours, and Nikki is probably still at her club. Stifling a yawn, I trudge upstairs. It's been a long day. I just want to do is relax. Get the girls away from my dog. Oh boy, here we go. Seriously, hope you don't mind Bear coming in. Come here. I passed by Nikki's room. I noticed her door's closed. Huh. I guess she is home after all. I think nothing now until I hear a deep, extremely male laugh behind Nikki's door. Nikki giggles shortly. Nikki's giggle shortly follows. What is this? There's a boy in Nikki's room, and they're behind closed doors. Not on my watch. Boom! Burst into her room. Here's Johnny! Nikki's eyes widen and her mouth drops open. The boy twists to look at me from the chair beside the bed. The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this speech. I made myself laugh at that one. There's a boy in your room. Sound like a father, than more than a brother. But then again, it could go either way. So, why is there a boy in your room?
What are you doing?
Yeah, my job as a brother and somewhat of a father. Anyways, who is this guy? Nikki leaps from the bed and tries to push me away, but I stay rooted on the ground. Is this Ken? I turn to the guy, ignoring Nikki, pulling my arm on my arm. Are you Ken? He freezes like a deer in headlights and stammers out an affirmation.
Yes?
Leave him alone. We're just studying.
and the pitch down center plate. Oh my God! It's out of here, ladies and gentlemen. The ball has left the park. He hit a slow one down the middle and knocked it out of here. And that thing's gone at least 500 feet. Studying. Is that what these kids are calling it these? Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yes? What? No! Studying as in studying!
This just in? I'm making a complete ass of myself. She points to her bed and takes another look around the room. Nikki's bed is sprawled with books, tablets, and laptops. Ken is holding an open textbook on his lap, a look of pure terror on his face. This just in? Ken just shit his pants. I repeat, Ken has shit his pants. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Prepare to go, because I done shit my pants. I'm not fooled. I know underneath that good kid facade is a demon just waiting to pounce on my cute, innocent Imoto.
Ken is in my class, and we have an exam next week.
I glare at Ken, who cowers from my stare. I must be giving a potent death glare.
So, now that you know nothing weird is happening, get out.
I cross my arms. Actually, I think I'll stay and help you two study.
What?
Whatever you're like now, I already studied.
Don't you have your own homework you can do? We're studying fine without you.
Are you sure about that? I think Ken here would appreciate the help. I can just imagine him just gripping his shoulder like I'm sure Ken. I'm pretty sure Ken here would appreciate the help. I glare at Ken, who gulps hard and nods.
Actually, it would be an honor to have the help of an ace pilot.
No, it wouldn't.
I narrow my eyes at Ken, very sus. Don't try anything silly. Don't even think about it. I don't think it was possible, but Ken's eyes goes even wider. His gaze shifts helpfully, helplessly towards Nikki and back to me.
There's nothing happening. I'm not thinking anything.
Get out. I'm not going to fail my test because you're being a total weirdo.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Just remember, whatever you're thinking of doing to her, I'll do to you.
It's just math.
Twice.
Out.
She shifts out of the room. Door!
I know. We'll leave the door open so you stop being stupid.
I'm not being stupid. It's called being a protective brother. Little heads up, ladies and gentlemen. That scene will come back and bite us in the ass. Luckily, my room is across from Nikki's. I leave my door open, too, while I work on my own assignments. I'm too distracted to focus as I strain to hear what they're talking about. Every so often, I hear them repeat a math formula or compare answers on equations. I guess they really are studying. This time. Eventually, I give up and watch some videos on MeToo. After about 2 hours, Ken goes home. Nikki slams the door. What up? What bug crawled up here? Oh. Nikki slams her door shut to her room. Sheesh, what's her problem? Gee, I wonder, it couldn't possibly have barged in on her. Now that I can finally focus again, I finish up my assignments and easily fall asleep afterwards. I wake up naturally for once and enjoy my chance to sleep in. Is this what it feels like to be rested? Why doesn't this happen every day? With a wide yawn, I pull my arms over my head to stretch, then throw back my comforter and hop out of bed. My tablet flashes with a notification. I have an email. Curious, I open up the email and read it. It's from Dashu. They're hosting a promotional photo shoot and networking event tomorrow right before AXE's big concert. All sponsored Dashu teams and individuals will be there, and after the shoot, we're welcome to stay for the concert. Wait, Dashu sponsors XZ? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Dashu might be breaking into the world of mecha, but they're a huge name in sports and entertainment industry. Still, XZ. Little heads up, XZ is a person that actually helps make them. XZ is a supremely popular pop star. His shows get sold out within minutes. There's no way I'm passing up such an opportunity. I quickly type out a response confirming my attendance. I'm positive everyone else on the team will go as well, if only for the chance to meet XZ. Grabbing my clothes for the day, I get changed. As soon as I grab my phone, it rings, but it cuts out immediately after the first ring. Peculiar. That's weird. I glance at my missed calls. It was Kari. I bet she's I can't even speak today. I bet she's going to ask me about Dashu's event. I call her back, but she doesn't pick up. I shoot her a text. What's up? Then I go downstairs into the kitchen. Nobody's home again. It's like I live alone. Opening the fridge, I spot a covered plate left for me. I unwrap the foil and find oyakodon. Not a traditional breakfast, but delicious nonetheless. Nikki must have been practicing her recipes. As I dig in, I glance at my phone. Still no response from Kari. I'm starting to get a little concerned. She wouldn't call if she didn't have a good reason. So why isn't she responding? My heart drops as my mind wanders into the worst possible scenarios. She must be hurt or try to call for help. Is she unconscious? There's no reason she'd be acting this way. As the erase of my mind, I take a deep breath and clear my head. I'm overreacting. It's probably nothing. But what if it is something? Still, she'd most likely be at her dorm right now, and the campus is not far away. I could double check and make sure everything's okay. I need to do a few things on campus, so I'll just stop by while I'm there. No big deal, right? I grab my keys and head to Ace. After a short drive, I arrive at the academy. I recall the building Kari led me when she was not quite feeling herself. I followed a group of girls. I just remembered Kari got drunk, plaster drunk. I followed a group of girls into the building, and I'm about to join them at the elevator when a voice stops me.
Excuse me, may I help you?
It's the front desk agent for the dorm. This is all girls' dorm, so it makes sense I can get stopped. I'm here checking on my roommate and my teammate. Hi, I'm on Gear Team Ace 204911. I'm here to meet up with my teammate.
Of course, I just need to see your student ID.
I provided with the proper identification.
Thanks, just one moment.
I fidget as her fingers dance across the keyboard. Can't she type faster?
Mrs. Tommy hasn't acknowledged the buzzer.
Her phone died. We were chatting earlier.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. You're all set then.
She hands me a visitor's pass.
Just swipe this on the elevator door, and it'll guide you to your floor. Room number 45.
Thank you. That was easy. I make my way to the elevators and swipe that with them. Following the instructions, I easily find room number 45 and knock on the door. No answer. The door flies open. That's a lovely hallway. I just realized how clean those floors are. I mean, like, this is like some damn good animation. Dorm notice. It's even the dorm notice even got kanji writing on it. Amazing. That's attention to detail right there. Kaori blinks at me in surprise.
What are you doing here?
I can literally do be sarcastic. Let me see. Security's rubbish. You called me, didn't leave a message, and then you didn't reply to my text, and I called you back. I thought something might be up.
Like what?
Something
I
happened.
don't follow.
My first friend's red. Did she seriously know how to deal? That would be very awkward to explain.
Never mind. I don't want to know what you're thinking.
Her face is red too. I think she finally got it. Anyways, why didn't you respond to any of my calls and messages? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
As she replies, I take out my phone and call her number. I hear it ring faintly somewhere in her room. Your phone seems to be working just fine.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, you called me first. Then you ignored any of my attempts to call you back. Why would you normally, unless your phone wasn't working?
You think too much into things.
Uh-huh. Why did you call me? I think I deserve to know, especially after I came all this way. She crosses her arms and frowns.
I didn't ask you to come over here.
I'm about to retort with my stomach gurgles. Oh, that's not a good sign. Especially when it's that loud, that cauldron gurgle. That's a bad sign. You're about that. It means if you don't get to the bathroom fast, you're literally up shit creek without a paddle.
What was that?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That would be my breakfast not agreeing with me. I need to use the bathroom.
No way. You're not getting in my room.
Seriously, this is an emergency. Trust me. I won't be able to make it home in time.
That's not my problem. Cody, what is it this time?
I turn towards the voice behind me. A girl wearing shorts and a tank top stands in the hallway with her hands on her hip. She freezes when she sees me, her mouth open in horror. That's not good. I'm sure all she's seeing is a strange man trying to force her way into Kari's room. This isn't what it looks like.
I'm calling security!
Kari lets go of the door and I crash into the floor.
Wait, Himeki. It's okay. He's one of my piloting teammates. Really? He looks like a pervert to me.
Himeki. Is that the same girl that show was trying to get with a while back other than Mayu? Thanks for that. I rub my head as I slowly get back up.
It's okay. He's just picking something up.
More like dropping something off.
If you say so. But I'll be here in case he tries something.
Kari smiles.
Thanks, but he wouldn't dare.
Himeki glares at me one last time before she goes back to her dorm. Kari returns to her room and closes the door behind us. Clearly irritated by what happened, she quickly points towards the bathroom.
Congratulations, you made it in. Now do your thing and leave. I'm not talking to you.
I'll be quick. I head towards the bed. I shut the door behind me and get comfortable on the porcelain throne. Her bathroom is pristine clean. Her items on the sink are neatly lined up, and there are no stray items. They should be in here. Okay, I'm sorry. When I heard the stomach gurgle, I just thought about the movie The Health Inspector. When he got food poisoning, he was taken up like a rocket. Or one of the Star Trek critic reviewed Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then his repressed childhood with the cartoon villain. When I killed your child, I thought just like that. You know, his voice was higher. Anyways, I can't do it. I don't want to destroy my throat though. All right, time to get out of here. I reach for the toilet paper and pull off the last sheet. Oh no. She must have some in the cabinet. Oh, I open it, but I can't find any extra rolls. The rest of the drawers yield the same result. Kari? Kari! Still no answer. She's seriously not doing this right now. Fine, I'll use something else. But there's no toilet paper here, so I guess I just use this towel instead.
Don't you dare!
Oh, now she responds.
This is why I didn't want to let you in. You only cause trouble.
But this towel is so soft. It's so soft and fluffy. It's so soft. It's also cute and fluffy. I wish I could do Stitch's voice. Also cute and fluffy.
Stop. Just give me a minute.
Sufficiently riled, I hear Kari open what I assume is a closet in the distance. A few seconds pass, then I hear a knock at the door. I open the door just a crack, and Kari thrusts her hands in. I grab the coveted roll of toilet paper, and she disappears. I'm saved. As I wash my hands, I exit the bathroom, and Kari sits on her bed with her phone in hand. Thanks. She shrugs, her eyes glued to her phone.
Sure.
Excuse me. So, that's it then?
Huh?
You won't tell me why you called?
It's nothing.
I sigh. Alright, I can clearly tell, I can tell I'm clearly not needed here, so sorry to bother you. My hand is on the door when Kari stops me.
Wait.
I pause. She puts her phone down.
Can I ask you something?
Sure. She goes quiet and stares at her laptop. I mean, not her laptop, her lap, excuse me. Did she change her mind?
I've been looking at different exchange programs and postgraduate opportunities in North America. More specifically, in the States. I was just curious about how things are over there. Maybe it'd be worth exploring those options?
That's not what you really want to talk about, is it? Her cheeks turn red. She quickly looks away.
Why would you think that?
Because I know you, Kari. She looks at me and with surprise and sighs.
Actually, there is something else.
What is it? She stands up from the bed and walks to me. A lot closer than I was expecting. The heat flows into my face as she stares straight into my eyes.
After the match, when you...
She looks away, unsure about her words.
You know.
That's how I feel about you. Yeah, I know. Her face is as bright as her hair. She struggles to speak, glancing at everything but me. ...
Anime!
What?
I mean, the new season of Ninja Ranger is out. So, if you want, we can watch it. I mean, if you're not busy. Actually, you're probably busy. Forget I mentioned anything.
Oh, ye of little faith. Oh, crap. I grin at her. Are you asking me to Netflix and chill?
No, the episodes are downloaded.
Right. Of course. Download it from the internet to download specifically for the purpose of watching the episodes. That anime got you covered. I sigh. Too bad.
Let me just load it up. You can sit here.
She points to the bed. My eyes grow wide. She's just suggesting what I think. Really? Her expression matches my own when she realizes what she implied. Sit. Good boy, Bear.
It becomes a couch. The dorm is small.
True to her word, she pulls out at a handle and half the bed folds up into a backrest. I take a seat and as she fiddles around her computer and sets up her connection to the TV. She starts at the first episode, then hesitates before sitting next to me. We watch the show in silence, but as I sneak discreet glance at her, I catch a sneaking glance at me too. Be confident and direct. I know what that look means. I wrap my arms around her shoulder. She tenses immediately.
What do you think you're doing?
Shh, just let it happen. Only Noble could hear that. Too bad he never played this game. Here, get back up here. Good boy, good old boy.
Hey! You can't just do whatever you please!
Stop being such a tsundere all the time, Kari.
Don't call me a tsundere!
Why? It's the truth.
I'm not a tsundere!
That's a very tsundere thing to say. She hits my chest. You're really not helping your case.
Ugh, you're such an idiot!
She frowns, but I grin. If you really want me to stop, just tell me and I will. She snuggles closer to me in response. I try to focus on the show, but all I can think about is how her chest rises and falls with each breath she takes. I try to focus on the show. I could have sworn my eyes were blue for a second. Anyways. With each breath she takes. Every breath you take. By the way, that song is creepy as hell. It's a good song, but it's creepy. I pull her in closer, and she eagerly responds by placing a hand on my chest. Her hair tickles my cheek, and I catch a whiff of her shampoo. She smells so good, like peaches in summer. I gently brush her hair away. At my touch, she glances up at me, and my fingers trace the outline of her cheek. Slowly, we lean towards each other, getting closer and closer until our lips finally meet. Kari's kiss is surprisingly gentle. She blushes as we finally pull away a fleshless small smile. We run through the entire season of Ninja Ranger before we realize how late it is. After saying goodbye, I head home. I arrive home expecting an empty house, but instead, Nikki is lounging on the couch watching TV. What's up, Nikki? She cranes her neck. I'm pretty sure she's doing the whole shaft head tilt to look at me, but doesn't move from her spot.
You're home!
Did Uncle Kaito come back yet?
Yeah, but then he left again. He said he had to meet someone, and he tried to sneak out when I wasn't paying attention. But I was paying attention, and I saw him go. It was kind of weird, like he thought he'd be in trouble if I caught him.
Uncle Kaito trying to keep a secret from Nikki. He would be going. I'm pretty sure he's going to see Aunt Yuki. Well, if he hasn't talked to Nikki about it yet, then I won't mention it either. So, what do you do today?
I asked Uncle Kaito if I could work at his cafe, and today was my first day.
How was it? Nikki groans and slinks further into the couch.
Oh my god, I think my arms are gonna fall off. They had me washing dishes, and while I'm so happy that Uncle Kaito's restaurant is booming, if I have to wash wash another plate again today, I will scream.
Congratulations, you finally adult. Congratulations, you now know what it's like to look forward to work for the rest of your life. Nikki groans again.
Stop.
But at least when you're older, you get paid. So you going back to work tomorrow then? She shakes her head.
Nope.
You've quit already? Ready?
No, silly. I'm just not scheduled to work tomorrow. Today was exhausting, but it was still cool to be in the kitchen. And I was only on dish duty because I'm new. I know it won't be long before I'm prepping meals with the rest of the chefs.
What are you going to do instead?
I'll watch XC's concert on TV.
She sighs wistfully.
I bet he's even dreamier in person.
I'll let you know if that's true. Nikki gives me a skeptical look.
Did you just say what I think you said?
If you thought I said I'm going to be at the concert, then yes. She stares at me, then snorts.
Yeah, right. Those tickets were sold out as soon as they went on sale.
I didn't say I had a ticket. I said I'm going to the concert.
How would you be able to get in without a ticket?
Well, when you're a pilot, you make all sorts of connections, like the one who sponsors your team and this concert.
Wait, Dashu is sponsoring this concert?
Nikki's mouth drops open and her eyes grow wide with hope.
You're going to the concert?
She hops over the couch and grabs my arm.
Please tell me you can bring your adorable and totally deserving little sister.
Sorry, but it's all business, no pleasure. Sorry, I'm only allowed to attend because Dashu is holding a promotional event beforehand, and I've got to go to that. It's a concert, but I still got work. Nikki looks disappointed but nods.
I see.
I'm sorry I can't take you, but I'll get you an autograph, okay? She perks up.
You promise?
I promise.
And I'll make it out to Nikki?
Probably.
Good enough.
Wow, easily. She throws her arm around my neck and pulls me into a hug.
Thank you, big bro. That'd be an amazing present. I mean, a more amazing present would be taking me or getting me tickets to the show, but this is a solid second.
Hey, you gotta pick your battles and enjoy those small victories. Which is weird hearing me say that. Ugh! Cop, Nikki! Can't breathe! She lets go, then sinks back into the couch.
Anyway, you should probably order dinner now.
Why?
I'm hungry, and I'm not cooking.
My stomach growls in response. I guess I'm hungry too. I'll go check out the takeout menus. After the delicious dinner, I head up to my room and do a little more research on Dashu and their other sponsees. It's likely that I'll end up talking to some of them, and I don't want to seem ignorant. Once I'm done, I go to bed and drift to sleep. The sound of my alarm wakes me up. With a wide yawn, I push myself out of bed. A small part wishes I could have slept in again, but that part is silenced by the rest of the me who is pumped up for the big concert. I swap through different outfits and spend a little more time on my appearance. It's important that I make a good impression, as I'm not only representing myself and my team, but I'm representing Ace Academy too. Once satisfied, I check my email for the location of the event. It's hosted at the Izukazi Concert Hall. It's the sponsorship networking event is a club next door. I head downstairs expecting to see a heartbroken Nikki, but to my surprise, Uncle Kaito greets me from the couch, a piece of toast hanging from his mouth.
Hey, bud, excited for sure?
I can understand what he said. You bud, you ready? You excited for the day? What? Kaito swallows his mouthful of toast and grins.
You don't speak food?
Ow. Not fluently, it seems.
Are you excited for today?
You already know?
Are you kidding me? Nikki has been talking non-stop about it. Oni-chan gets to meet XC!
First up, that's a terrible accent. That's a terrible impersonation. Did she really say that?
Close enough.
We laugh. Speaking of which,
She's hanging out with some friends. They're going to watch the concert together, but have to prep first. I don't really understand what that
shopping.
means.
Neither do I. I checked the time. Ugh, not enough time to make breakfast.
Here,
Uncle Kai offers me his extra toast.
I know that face all too well. There have been many a morning where I had to go hungry, and I can't subject my nephew to that kind of life.
First off, that's a terrible first name.
That's morbid. He laughs.
I have a rare day off and can afford to make another.
I grin and accept his offering. Thanks.
Have a good day.
I nibble at my toast and head to the garage. Then I wolf down on the remaining toast before I drive into the city. Soon I arrive at the concert hall. I wander around the hall and through the people bustling back and forth, before finding the entrance backstage. There's a passage between the hall and the arcade, as the properties are owned by the same family. As I pass through, I spot the signs directing me to the Dashi VIP arcade lounge. After proving my identity to the guards, I enter. Some of them are in English too. As soon as I walk in, I spot many recognizable faces. Weiger Toods, Sidney Crossbow, Chanel Keel, Justiniano Cronaldo. Let me put you like how. Let me show you who they're referencing. Tiger Woods, Sidney Crosby, Shaquille O'Neal, and Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm surprised they don't have Leonardo DiCaprio. I keep waiting for someone to stop me and ask me what I'm doing here, but no one does. A few people glance at me in passing. Some even flash me a smile as if to say, "You're one of us now." Walking in the same room as these people is intimidating, but also exhilarating. Scanning the room, I don't see XZ anywhere.
Broseph!
I turn around to see Sho, Mayu, and Kari approaching me. Hey guys!
Can you believe this? The inner fanboy is going off the charts!
Kari
I
shrugs.
don't see what the big fuss is. Me neither.
Mayu chokes on her words as her eyes widen at the sight of someone. Dun dun dun! I follow her line of sight expecting XZ, but instead it's some old dude in white hair. Breathe, Mayu. She takes a deep breath.
It's Reboot von Beethoven!
Who's that?
Who's that?
If Lewis could kill, Sho would be on the ground bleeding.
Huh?
As Sho cowers, Mayu closes her eyes and sets her jaw determinedly. Then, with shaky legs, he walks towards the man.
Well, then.
Kari and I glance at each other and laugh. I doubt any of us imagined Mayu was capable of something so terrifying. Mayu stalks closer to Reboot von Beethoven, but as soon as his attention lands on her, she becomes rooted to the grounds. Uh-oh. He waits patiently for her, watching her curiously. She remains frozen, so he smiles and pats her on the head, then resumes his journey to the buffet table. After Mayu's internal systems reboot, she hops back to us with starstruck eyes.
He touched me.
Careful, Mayu. You might want to think about what you just said, then try again. Phrasing. You might want to rephrase that sentence. Kari and I nod in Kari nodded in agreement while Mayu's cheeks flush. even greater than Mozart, Bach, Debussy. Who else?
That might. You might want to think of what you just said and try again. Rephrase that sentence. Karen and I got killed.
Rachmaninoff, Tarkovsky, just to name a few. What about Hans Zimmer? Well, Hans is more modern. Now, probably the best modern day composers that can basically go toe to toe with the classical guys. Probably Hans Zimmer. Dude who was it who did like the Star Wars and Jurassic Park thing. I hope it's not the same dude, as well as How to Train Your Dragon. I see. Can someone please make a movie involving with that has Hans Zimmer as the primary musical composer, with the vocalists being Phil Collins and Bryan Adams? Make that happen, please. Seriously, that's his tagline.
Hello, beautiful people.
I see. Can someone please make a movie involving that has Hans Zimmer as the
Valerie is all smiles as she approaches. She throws an arm out. She throws an arm about. She throws an arm about me and Kari, much to Kari's dismay.
What's with all the excitement?
Mayu just met Beethoven.
You mean the Ludwig von Beethoven?
I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. No, reboot. Mayu nods happily.
Ooh, he's the greatest classical composer to exist since the original.
Seriously? Mayu bursts out and laughing, and Valerie joins in. Their laughter is contagious, and soon we've all joined in. We finally catch our breaths. Kari looks around.
Where's Yuna?
Not sure. She might be busy handling logistics and stuff.
That sounds like a legitimate reason. Then it makes sense, actually. A man in a dashu hat interrupts us.
Hey, are you guys from Ace Academy?
Yes.
Yes, sir. He checks off a name on his clipboard.
You're up for the photo shoot. Please, come with me.
We look at each other, then shrug and follow him. He leads us to a secluded area behind a wall of curtains. There's a stationery set up on a stage with a backdrop and lighting equipment. A man with a tied black ponytail barks directions at the models, his camera at the ready. Yuna stands to the side and studies the clipboard in her hand. As our manager, I guess part of her job is coordinating any events we attend. I hope she doesn't have to work the whole time. Hey, Yuna. She glances over at us and grins.
You're here. Sorry I haven't had a chance to say hi.
Are you helping with the whole event?
No, I've just been getting our team affairs in order. You guys are doing okay?
We all nod.
Great. Well, they want a team photo of all of us. I've already worked it out with our photographer. We're going to be here.
She leads us to the stage where the photographer is waiting. He directs us into a normal group stance with bright smiles. Then the shutter clicks constantly as he catches us from different angles.
Perfect. Excellent. Very nice.
Once he gets the takes he needs, Show wants to take a cool photo with the photographer's permission. We hold action pose, trying to look badass as possible. This is pretty fun.
Now we need a solo model from the team. While I work on setup, Yuna, please coordinate who will be your swimsuit model.
A swimsuit?
The photographer sighs impatiently.
Yes, it'll be used for our upcoming catalog, The Taste of Summer. What's more summery than a warm beach?
He walks up for Yuna can protest.
Did you guys hear that?
We nod.
Who should do it?
Kari. It should be our fearless team leader, Captain Kari. Kari blushes.
What? No way! Go to hell, you perverted idiot!
I'm gonna see. I've never really done the other options. I'm gonna see the other options before I choose my true options, real quick. But at the beach, you look so cute now. Wham! Ow! I forget.
No! No! What? No way! Go to hell, you perverted idiot!
I've never really done the other option. I'm gonna see the
No.
other option before I choose my true options. But at the beach, it's so cute now. Wham! Ow!
What?
Do it for the team.
Don't try to guilt me into prancing around half naked for a photo shoot.
What if we say please?
Kari's like showing the shoulders.
Why are you just hitting me?
She is Kari. She hits you again.
You think I don't know you two were planning this all along?
She looks at me forever. I just say, not out of my hands, boy. It's like I can do nothing for you, boy. Damn, she caught us. It was his all. It was all his. Throw your boy right under the bus. What? Because show payback's a bitch.
I knew it.
It's all his idea.
He's lying!
This is a concerto of madness. Wham!
Stop!
Well,
Stop!
okay, I won't deny. I've never done that option before.
He's lying!
I knew it.
Throw your boy right under the bus.
You think I...
Whoa!
That's a bitch.
That's what you get for throwing me under the bus, you son of a bitch.
We say please.
Don't try to guilt me into prancing...
This is a concerto of madness. Wham! Okay, I won't deny. I've never done that option before.
But that's been my favorite so far. But trust me, I know how to bait her into doing it. Trust me on this one. That was I just had a little too much fun.
Throw me under the bus, you son of a bitch.
You couldn't pull it off in this. I'm not surprised. At least you recognize the lack of necessary assets you have for modeling. What he's doing right now is baiting her, and I mean hard. Pull it down, Bear. Here. Good boy. Yeah, it's my good boy.
My favorite so far. But trust me, I know how to bait her in to it. Trust me. That was I just had a little too much fun.
Show solemnly nods. Shh, Bucky. Kari's eyes widen, then she frowns.
We'll see about that.
She stomps to the changing room and returns a moment later in a two-piece bikini. Damn, she looks even better than last time. My face feels like it's on fire. She always just as captivated as I am. With the hand on her hip. Oh, by the way, after I do this route, guys, I'm gonna switch over to before I start my second thread. I'm gonna show you Kari out the story. With the hand on her hip, Gary gives us one last challenging glare for heading to the stage.
Did she really just fall for that?
Yes, she did. Hook, line, and sinker. Oh, and don't worry, guys. I will make sure that I personally, every time I start a new route, make a separate playlist for it and name it as such, okay? Yes, she did. Hook, line, and sinker. Valley bursts out laughing while Mayu suppresses a giggle, showing out fist bump.
Whoa, great choice.
Oh, and don't worry, guys. I will make sure that I personally, every time I start a new route, make a separate playlist for it and name it as such, okay? Kari poses for the camera.
Excellent. Perfect.
Excuse me. I am positive in that last post, she just leaned in to show off her lack of assets. Well then, well shit. I stand corrected.
This is the best day of my life.
Beautiful. Now, give me a smile.
Kari glares at the photographer.
Never mind. Fierce is good. Let's capture Fierce.
After a few more shots, Kari struts back to us, a smug grin on her face.
There.
I surrender with my hands up. Oh yes, you really... by the way, this whole entire time, he's been so fucking sarcastic. Oh yes, you really showed us.
Yes, indeed.
Cowdy, you can go change.
Kari's face burns as brightly as her hair. She hurries back into the changing room.
Who would have thought this would be so much fun?
Kari returns wearing her previous outfit. Her face is still red.
Don't say anything.
We all look at each other and laugh.
Thank you very much. We have everything we need.
You're welcome.
We exit out of the photo area and back to the main lounge.
What do you guys want to do now?
Valerie lets out a loud squeal. I mean the fangirl squeals.
Look!
She points to none other than XZ, who is steadily walking towards us. He's a lot taller in person and a lot cooler. I have to admit, Nikki was right, he is more attractive in person.
That would be me.
He grins charmingly.
I don't believe we've met. You knew? I doubt I would have forgotten such stunning visions such as yourselves.
Each girl turns a bright shade of red, including Kari. They shoot him a nervous glance of elation and awe. Even Valerie has lost her cool. Each girl, Exie looks at Shell, who's equally smitten. Exie grins understandingly. Of course, he must be used to this. His gaze lands on me. Oh, hi. We're from Ace Academy. Dashu is sponsoring our team.
Ace Academy? That means you guys are pilots.
His face lights up and he seems genuinely impressed. I motion to myself, Sho, Mayu, and Kari. We are. I point to Yuna. That's the team manager. Then I point to Valerie. She's our engineer. Exie winks and gives us a thumbs up.
That's hardcore, man. I always wanted to be a pilot. What a cool job.
Excuse me, XC-senpai?
Just X is fine.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, X-senpai? Do you think
Senpai.
we can get a photo, please?
Yeah, me too.
Exie nods.
Sure. Why don't we get a group photo?
Good idea. Count me in.
Kari nods with a smile. X motions to the nearby Dashi employee as we get into a place. Each of us surreptitiously tries to stand right beside Exie. The photographer comes out from behind the curtains, his camera at the ready.
Everyone say Z.
We all say Z in unison and have a good laugh as the photo is taken.
Excellent. I'll make sure to have these emails to you all.
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Z.
X smiles.
You guys are too formal. Kick back and have some fun. We're gonna be rocking out soon enough.
That's right.
A man in a suit comes over and whispers in Xie's ear.
Time for warm-ups and stage prep. You're coming to the show, right?
Of course.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Good. I'll be looking for you.
After flashing us one last thumbs up, he walks towards his manager. We are all still giddy from our encounter with him.
He's nice. Yeah.
Valerie sighs dreamily and Eunice nods.
I don't know about you guys, but all this excitement has made me hungry. We can't leave this event until we've checked out the buffet.
Show's eyes the majestic spread as the team murmurs in their agreement. You guys go ahead. I'll catch up with you in a sec. I rush out to eat Exie, my promise to Nikki at the front of my mind. Excuse me, Exie. He turns around and smiles when he sees me.
Hey, man. What's up?
I was wondering if I can get an autograph.
Of course.
He waits with an unexpected smile. Right, pen and paper. I pat down my pockets, but I come back empty-handed. Ah, crap, don't tell me what's happening right now. There isn't anything lying around I could use either.
Z, we need you.
Sure.
He scratches the back of his head. I can't believe I'm going to fail like this. I'm sorry I don't have a pen and paper on me. You're busy and I don't want to keep you. I'm sure my sister will understand.
Sister?
Yeah, my younger sister found out I was coming here, and she asked me to get a signature. He nods knowingly.
In that case,
Xie takes off his necklace and offers it to me. Are you sure? This is way more than signature. Are you sure this is okay?
yeah, don't worry about it.
I accept the offering. It's like a bullet or a gem on there.
The things we do for our baby sisters, right?
You got that right. He gives me another thumbs up for disappearing with his manager. I look over his medallion before safely pocketing it and heading back to my friends. Oop, wrong one. like it was just
The things we... Yeah. In that case... In that case...
yeah, it looks like a standard, looks like a bullet or something, or a shark tooth.
Yeah. The things we do for our...
Looks fairly easy. Anyways, after eating our fill from the buffet, we continued to mingle and meet other Dashu sponsees. Everyone we spoke to was either excited to hear that Dashu was sponsoring an ace team and wished us luck in our matches. It felt really satisfying to be the center of attention, if only for a moment, you know. Soon it was time for the concert. We filed into the concert hall towards the front of the stage where flashing lights introduced XC. Mikara bobs her head in time with the music and sings along. To my surprise, she knows all the words. She's actually pretty good. She blushes when she realizes I can hear her and stops, but there's a smile on her lips. XC is a perfect combination of entertainment and talent. My voice soon grows hoarse while singing along. It sure does. That's when you know you had a great time. At one point, he even saw us and winked. Once the concert is over, we chat animatedly about how awesome it was before heading to our separate ways and going home. I'm barely to the door before Nikki bombards me. Let me get a chance to calm my breath, baby sister.
Hello.
Hi. She eyes me up and down. So what?
Quit stalling. The autograph?
I got something in, but forget the autograph. Check this out. Nikki's eyes widen with anticipation. I pull up the necklace. She snatches from my hand and examines it for a cinch, but there isn't one. She pouts.
It's just an XZ necklace. You can buy those at any souvenir stand. I wanted an autograph from him.
No, XZ himself gave this to me. To give to you. She crosses her arms and raises an eyebrow.
Do you really think I'm that gullible?
Okay, to be fair, even I wouldn't have believed that story. I can prove it. I pull up my phone and open the selfie we took before the concert. The medallion is clearly around his neck. Then I flip to the photos during the concert where there's an obvious lack of a necklace. Nikki grabs my phone and pinches in to zoom at the images. She swipes back and forth between the photos over and over again. When she suddenly leaves up and down, still clutching my phone.
You're telling the truth. I can't believe it.
Whoa! Breathe, Kari. Not Kari. Nikki. What? What? Nikki throws her arms around my neck and squeezes me tightly.
This is the best.
Can't breathe! The necklace or me? She plants a kiss on my cheek before letting go and then slips the necklace over her head.
I'm never taking this off.
I'm happy for you. Glad you like it, sis.
You're the best brother ever.
Thanks. She nods happily.
I have to go tell my friends. They're gonna flip.
Breathe, Kari.
She dashes upstairs two at a time. That's the fastest she's ever tried to get away from me. I haven't seen her this happy in a long time. Thanks, XZ, for making this happen. My grumbling stomach derails my train of thought. I should have probably made a better use of all the free food. Oh well, let's go and see what we got. I make my way into the kitchen. Uncle Kaito's laptop and papers are spread across the kitchen table, but he's nowhere inside. He probably went to the washroom. I'm about to open the fridge when a beeping from his computer distracts me. I glance over and see a new email has come in. But as my eye wanders over the sea of Japanese text, one English email draws my attention. Even more curiously, the words New York are in the preview text. New York? What could Uncle Kaito possibly be doing there? I tried to resist the temptation, but I read, a private investigation firm based out of New York. My curiosity gets the better of me, and I clicked open the email. Why would Uncle Kaito order an investigative work in the States? And New York specifically? I read on. Mr. Kaito, we have begun our preliminary investigation of the case of Mr. and Mrs. Savano. The laptop is closed shut before I can finish. I look up sharply into Kaito's serious frown.
I thought you knew better than to snoop through other people's things.
I just saw an email from an investigation firm in New York.
Why were you looking through my email in the first place?
I know I'm in the wrong for snooping, but I can't let him change the subject. Not when it involves my home, my family. This email was talking about Mom and Dad. Kaito remains stoic.
You misread it.
No. A growing anger bubbles in my chest. I don't care if you have secrets. I can even understand when you try to hide the truth about Aunt Yuki, but I will not allow you to keep secrets from me when it involves my parents. There's no trace of a smile on Uncle Kaito's face, and his dark eyes are unusually grim. I search his face, looking for a spark of my goofy, mellow uncle, but he is a mask of stony silence. What do you know, and what are you telling me? At a long pause, he finally speaks.
There are some things you are better off not knowing.
Try me. I have a right to know what happened to my parents.
I will not allow you to keep secrets from me when it involves my parents.
Uncle Kaito's expression does not change, but a faint line of worry creases his brow. I soften my tone. Look, Uncle Kaito, I appreciate that you're trying to protect me, and whatever that says in the email, I can handle it. He looks hard at me, and I stay silent as he ponders my words. Finally, he sighs and opens the laptop. After he pulls up the email, he slides the computer towards me. With bated breath, I read through the brief email. Mr. Kaito. Mr. Kaito, we have begun a preliminary investigation into the case of Mr. and Mrs. Savano, and we have found that the witness statements released during the conclusion of the case contrasted greatly with the statements originally recorded by the investigating officers. Further investigation will continue. That's it. I can't hide the confusion from my voice.
For now.
I don't understand. It's common knowledge that witnesses are not always a reliable source. A lot of times they change their stories or misremember what they saw.
It's not just the witness statements. Before the accident, your mom called me out of the blue with a very strange request.
She wanted to make sure that if anything should happen to her or your dad, that I take care of you kids.
We talked about custody when your parents first created their will, and we'd already decided that should your parents pass away, custody of you kids would go to me.
By the way, the reason why there's no audio right here is because I played so many times. I thought that it was strange that she would bring it up again, but I figured she might have gone in to update her will and felt a little insecure.
Of course, I assured her that I'd take care of you both. Then, a week later, your parents' accident happened.
Apparently, Mom caught a premonition that had a gut feeling and / premonition that what will happen to them. ...
I tried to discreetly look into the accident on my own, but got nowhere. That's why I hired the private investigator.
I racked my brain trying to remember the last few days before Mom and Dad's accident. Were they acting any different than usual? Dad was wrapping up the last few updates on my core, but we were both scrambling to finish updates on Eagle before school started. I understand why you wanted to keep this a secret. Kaito looked relieved. But now that I know about this investigation, I want to be kept in the loop. He nods.
I suppose that's fair.
Maybe I can help too. I mean, we did live in NYC, New York City. Maybe I still have some contacts, and I still have some contacts with CINY.
Let's see what the PI comes back with, and we can go from there. If your parents were in danger, I don't want you to put your life at risk too.
Makes sense. I nod reluctantly. Saito suddenly looks uneasy.
You aren't going to tell your sister about this, are you?
No, she has nothing to worry about. I shake my head. Our parents' death affected Nikki a lot more than it affected me. She puts on a smile and a brave face, but I can see she's hurting inside. She made a lot of progress in these past couple of months, and I think she's finally begun to move on and be happy. We shouldn't rock the boat until we know for certain of what happened to Mom and Dad. Before we know for certain what happened to Mom and Dad wasn't an accident. Uncle Kaito grins in relief.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
This one, sorry, but that section hits home for me. For all those watching, I just want you to know, I am a, I am a, me and several other people in my family have been a victim to, to, to a murder. My uncle was, my uncle James was murdered 14 years ago. Was it 14 years ago? Yes, it was 14 years ago. This past January, right before my older brother's 18th birthday. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring you this train down, but I just want you all to know, like, it just goes to show that people, we're not promised tomorrow, So, ladies and gentlemen, before I continue, I just want to say this real quick. Please do me this favor. Love your friends and family, and if you have anything wrong, like if you hold any grudges, bitterness, or unforgiveness to them, make time to set things right, reconcile with them, because sooner or later, all that bitterness will turn to guilt. All that bitterness, hate, and anger and hatred, unforgiveness, all that will turn to guilt because you didn't make things right, reconcile with those who hurt you. And all that poison, and all that anger, frustration, everything that your heart feelings that you're harboring is poison. It's worse than cancer. Well, granted, cancer is bad, but this is actually worse. You can go for years and not realize that you're being poisoned by your own emotions. I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel. You have every right to feel the way you do. But but it's best to let it go. Because you will never move on with your life if you're harboring it. Tim McGraw best said in the song Humble and Kind, bitterness keeps you from flying. Sorry about that, I just felt like I should impart some words of wisdom. Uncle Kaito gently shuts his laptop.
I think that's enough excitement for one day.
He grins jokingly at me.
I need to get some work done before you decide to snoop out even more of my emails.
That's my cue to head upstairs. I think Nikki heard all that, but then again, she was probably talking to her friends. As we part head to my room, I try to focus on my homework, but my mind is filled with unanswered questions about Mom and Dad. If this wasn't an accident, what really happened? Why would anyone want to hurt them? Eventually, I get my work done and head to bed. Then I drift off into a fitful slumber. It's been 2 weeks since the XZ concert and my conversation with Uncle Kaito. In that time, my team is still undefeated and stronger than ever. Kairi, Sho, May, and I have put in extra hours of practice as we prepare ourselves for more difficult opponents. Things have been going amazingly well between Kairi and I. Ever since I showed up unannounced in a dorm, Kairi has been non-stop sending me health tips and recipes. I can't tell if she's trying to hint at something or if she's just sharing another interest with me. A little bit of both. Either way, I use it to my advantage and get delicious Kairi-made bentos whenever I ask for a sample of her recipe. I'm sure she's caught on that I just want to eat her cooking, but she doesn't seem to mind. Nikki's up to her usual tricks in the kitchen, and when they were short-staffed at the cafe, Nikki finally had a chance to show off her skills as a cook. She impressed the chef so much that she no longer has to spend her time washing dishes. Little heads up, during the Nikki show route, that will come back to bite us in the ass. Of course, with greater responsibility comes longer hours at work. Uncle Ben said it best, with great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Kaito's been working harder than ever. This last week in particular, he's been leaving the house early in the morning and coming home way past midnight. Work must be treating him very well because whenever I see him, he has a bright smile on his face. Come on, dude. Dude, you know for a fact that he's getting some from Aunt Yuki. Trust me. Trust me. When someone's singing, smiling, have a little pep in their step, because they ain't happy with Jesus alone. Jesus has some help putting that smile on that face. Tonight is one of those rare nights when both Nikki and Uncle Ed are off and I have no plans. After devouring a delicious meal that Nikki made, I'm happy nursing the food baby while Uncle Ed clears the dishes. Nikki sighs heavily and slumps on the table.
I can't believe that nobody here really celebrates Halloween. I can't believe that nobody here really celebrates.
Jesus has help with that smile on that face.
I can't believe.
A little further.
I can't believe that.
I think about the Halloween party I'm supposed to attend tomorrow. Yeah, they do.
Well, sort of. They don't decorate though.
I wished thoughtfully. I sighed wistfully. That's true. Nikki
Is that
snorts.
all you really care about, or all the slutty costume parties?
I will neither confirm nor deny that. Who doesn't miss that? I sigh. You know, I've never done this before, but I'm doing it anyways. I sigh happily. I had no idea so many things were sexy, like a lobster, a rat, a lampshade. I plead the fifth. Nikki raised an eyebrow.
You can't plead fifth in Japan.
Damn, she has a point. I plead the Japanese equivalent of the fifth.
Confirm, no deny that.
Uncle Kata sits down and looks intrigued and
Is
confused.
that really a tradition?
Yep.
Interesting.
I say, you know, I've never done this before, but I'm doing it. I say happily, and no one here so many things were sexy, like a lobster, a rat, lampshade.
But that's not even the best part about Halloween.
No.
Yes, it is. Nikki glares at me.
No, the best part about Halloween is pumpkins. More specifically, jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh yeah, carving pumpkins with Mom was both fun and frustrating.
It's because she was just so good at it. I mean, ridiculously good.
I remember that one time she carved the headless horseman into our pumpkin. Nikki laughs.
Yeah, and I've been so proud of my pumpkin because I carved vampire fangs instead of square teeth.
You yelled at Mom for cheating and cried until she promised to carve another one with you.
I didn't cry.
Yes, you did.
Well, my pumpkin still ended up being better than yours.
Says you.
You think you could do better?
Please, your pumpkins could never compete with mine. Uncle Kaito had been laughing while listening to us banter. He finally interjects.
Actually, your mom wasn't the only person in this family with amazing art skills. I bet my carving skills could outdo even your mom's.
There's a tweet coming in. Nikki grins.
That's a pretty serious claim.
There's only one way to find out.
Where are my keys? I'll go buy the pumpkins.
Kaito changes out of his suit and runs to the store. Meanwhile, Nikki and I scrounge around the house for some carving knives and old newspapers. Uncle Kaito returns with a triumphant smile and sets flat green pumpkins on the table.
Here, I bought 4 kabochas,
Why 4?
just in case someone messes up, or we get hungry.
Nikki seems thoughtful.
They're a little small, but I guess these'll do. It would be better if we could have found the big orange ones, but I guess they're kind of hard to find in Japan.
Uncle Kaito frowns.
Are these wrong?
They'll be fine. I tie an apron around my waist and grab one of the knives, and then I stab my pumpkin.
Jeez, look at that grin as he plunges in the knife.
Kaito has already slipped on his apron and stabbed his pumpkin too. Then he cut circles off the top.
Less talking and more carving.
Nikki hurriedly sets up.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We fall silent while we carve in deep concentration. The only sounds are squelching of pumpkins. I've almost finished my pumpkin when Nikki puts down her knife.
And done. Look at this masterpiece.
She swirls her pumpkin around and shows a spooky face she carved in, narrow eyes and a long grin of full sharp teeth.
How did you do that so quickly?
She learned. Look, when you're in the kitchen, and you have a mother as we did, you kind of pick up a few things. Nikki giggles.
I told you, I'm the carving master.
By the way, speaking of carving, I actually like the people carve with chainsaws. She peeks out Uncle Kaito's pumpkin.
You've only finished one eye.
You can't rush brilliance.
What about you, bro?
Just finished the last few touches. She looks at my pumpkin.
Even he's almost finished. How come you barely started?
Just wait. Mine is going to be even better than the two of yours because I'm actually taking the time to do it right.
I think I hear a faint knock at the door, but no one else reacts. It must have been my imagination.
I win by default because I was fastest.
That's not fair. I thought we were being judged on best carving job.
It's both. Best and fastest carving. That's how we did it at home.
I didn't know these rules.
Nikki turns to me.
Who do you think is the winner?
You haven't seen my masterpiece. Clearly the winner is me.
I thought you weren't even finished.
I finished up while you two were arguing. I spin my pumpkin around for them to view. Does it not scare your pants off? Nikki raises an eyebrow and Kaito looks down at his legs.
My pants are still on, so I'll have to say no.
It's an idiom, dude. It's expression.
Nice try.
Neither of you know good art when you see it. A sing-song voice flows in the room, followed by a familiar face.
Surprise!
Everyone freezes. Aunt Yuki? Excuse me. For some reason, she looks just as surprised as the rest of us. Her eyes are wide and her mouth forms an O, wearing a long, stylish trench coat which she closes tightly. Nikki's face breaks into a wide smile and she races to give Aunt Yuki a hug.
Aunt Yuki?
Yuki relaxes into a matching grin and hugs her back.
Oh, you've grown so tall. What happened?
Nikki giggles.
You think so? I still hope I grow another inch or two. I can't believe you're finally here.
Yuki blinks in surprise.
Oh, right. I'm, back from my business trip.
She looks at Kaito for backup, but his face is his face is a frozen mask of surprise and fear. Know the truth. It's okay, Aunt Yuki. We know that you weren't really on a business trip. Nikki nods.
Uncle Kaito told us what's really going on.
Yuki frowns.
You did?
They figured it out. I had no choice.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose that makes things easier. Are you angry?
I shake my head. Of course not. We get it.
I'm sorry I didn't stop by to see you kids sooner, but your uncle didn't even tell me you were here until a few weeks ago, when I was really traveling for work.
Nikki mock glares at Kaito.
Seriously, Uncle?
I meant to tell her. I just never seem to have time.
just wanted to hug you all to himself. How rude.
Nikki hugs Aunt Yuki again.
Aunt Yuki, don't you want to take your coat off?
She stepped back from Nikki and pulls her coat tighter.
You know, it's a little chilly in here, so I think I'll keep it on. Really? I don't think it's cold.
Ting!
I actually, didn't realize you kids were home.
Kaito eyes wide in understanding as Yuki makes eye contact.
Oh.
He quickly jumps to his feet.
Yuki, I need to talk to you about something. In private.
They're gonna hit a quickie.
Yes, sure.
Before the words are out of her mouth, the two of them are already halfway up the stairs. I try to stifle my laughter as Nikki watches them leave, her mouth hanging open in confusion.
Is it me or was that really weird?
No, it wasn't. Ah, sweet, innocent Nikki. If only you could stay innocent forever. I pat her on the head. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll understand when you're older.
Now you're acting weird too.
A few minutes later, Kaito and Yuki return. She's shed her coat and is wearing a pink sweater and skirt. $10 said she's going commando underneath that. Crisis averted. Uncle Kaito shoots me a warning look as Aunt Yuki blushes. I struggle to hold my grin.
Yep. Aunt Yuki, if you weren't really away on business, what brings you back home?
Yuki's blush deepens and eventually, and even Uncle Kaito's cheeks burn red.
Hey, look at the pumpkins we've been carving.
Oh, yes, I'd love to see them.
Nikki glances over at me and raises an eyebrow again. I just laugh. While Aunt Yuki inspects the pumpkins, Uncle Kaito and Nikki return to arguing about who the pumpkin master is. Yuki says she'll put everyone to shame. I can't help but smile to see Uncle Kaito slip his arm around Aunt Yuki. Maybe things are looking up for them too. Before Nikki can challenge Aunt Yuki to a carving contest, I offer to take Nikki to the movies so Kaito and Yuki can catch up. At first, Nikki protests, but she has no choice but to go with me when I drag her out of the house. By the time the movie ends, Aunt Yuki and Uncle Kaito are nowhere to be found. I go to bed with a smile on my face and a glimmer of hope in my heart. I blink bleed as my alarm wakes me up and I quickly slap it off. Why is everyone going up today? I hadn't planned anything for the morning, so I can fall asleep in. I rolled my eye over and fell back asleep. After what feels like more minutes, my slumber monster is getting distracted from buzzing on my phone. My arm shoots up out of beneath the blanket and I grab my phone. I squint from the blinding rays that are peeking through my curtains and retreat safely under my covers. The call's from Show. Hello?
Broseph, you ready or what?
Huh?
Were you sleeping? Dude, it's 5 p.m.
What? I throw off my blanket and push back the curtains, letting them in the blinding rays of dusk. Crap, how did I sleep the whole day away?
I don't know, but the Halloween party is starting soon at the Pilot's Lounge. Do you have any idea what that means?
Slutty everything. Costumes.
Yes?
Of the sexy variety.
You got that right.
His excitement is infectious. Don't worry, I'll be on campus soon enough.
Good. I'll see you there.
After hanging up, I throw my phone down on my bed and try to make myself look presentable. I still have my old costumes from my time back at CINY. Any of them would be doable this time around. What do I dress up as? Ninja Ranger. It's time to cosplay as my favorite anime. I pull out my Balance, the Ranger of Justice outfit. Balance might not be my favorite Ranger, but he definitely has the coolest outfit of all of them. After prepping and changing into my costume, I hop on my bike and head to campus. When I reach the Paz Lounge main entrance, I text Joe only to see him waving at me.
Rosef!
Hey, he's in a Yasogami high school uniform. Persona 4. He grins.
That's right.
I never noticed until now, but the real show looks and acts very similar to Hama Yosuke Yosuke Hamanura. That's a perfect Yosuke cosplay, man. Good stuff. His eyes widen in surprise.
Yosuke?
Yeah? He frowns.
No, not Yosuke. I'm supposed to be you, not Akami.
I don't see it. You definitely fit the profile of the secondary character, the protagonist's best friend.
No way! I won't settle for that role.
That's a fourth wall break and a half. So I'm afraid it's already been decided. Because you look exactly like Yosuke in that cosplay. He looks like he's about to argue with Insize.
I knew I should have gotten that white wig sooner. It was still being delivered.
At least he accepts his fate.
Speaking of outfits,
You lose with me.
balance from Ninja Rangers.
More like Power Rangers. Anyways. Yep, you know your anime.
I watched it a ton as a kid.
You still watch it now. He scratches the back of his head and smiles.
Yeah.
The two guys dressed as salt and pepper shakers enter the building.
Shall we get going?
Where are the girls?
They met up in Kaori's dorm to get ready. They'll be over soon. We can head in first.
Alright. We enter the pilot's lounge. I gape at the surroundings. There are fake cobwebs lining the corners of the ceiling and walls. The fake bats and spiders are strategically placed in nooks and crannies. The lights are dimmed, which gives the place a spookier feel. I barely even recognize the lounge. This place is awesome! There's a decent number of people here, and I recognize most of the pilots. I assume there are also engineers and team managers here too. It's a little hard to tell who everyone is while they're in costume. And there are some pretty great costumes here. Some people went full out creative and dressed up as hilarious memes or puns, while others shield out for fancy, well-crafted costumes. But of course, the winner of all the evenings, the winners of the evening are all of the beautiful ladies who can technically be considered dressed. I sighed contentedly. This takes me back to my first CINY costume party.
I think I'm in heaven.
Sho's eyes are wide and his mouth hangs agape. He's staring hard at a group of girls dressed in a range of costumes, from sexy t-shirts to cute Japanese idol cosplays.
Whoa, there they are.
Sho points at a group of girls standing near the couches. As I squint to get a better look, I realize it's the rest of our team.
Looks like they made it here before us. Come on.
Sho and I weave through the crowd and make our way to the girls.
Hey!
Sho's demeanor changed mid-word from excellent, excited to confused.
Hey there, cuties. Hello.
Hi. Wait, that was Kari said hi. But anyways, I had to say it anyways because Mike smiles and waves. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Sho's face is bright red and he's having trouble making eye contact. I don't blame him. Kari is wearing a night outfit from a currently popular fantasy anime. Wait a minute. Is she Darkness from Konosuba? I can't tell. And in typical anime fashion, the armor is more aesthetically pleasing than functional. As a healthy heterosexual male, Yuna's witch costume makes it hard to focus on her face. Mayu's dressed in a cute magic girl cosplay. I'm impressed by the intricacies of her costume and how well it complements her. Finally, Valerie. I think the plethora of guys ogling her speaks volumes about her Neko girl outfit. Valerie spins on her tail playfully.
So, what do you boys think?
What a time to be alive.
Valerie giggles.
Let's go get some drinks.
We all nod and head over to the bar. Kari grabs my arms before I can join the rest of the group.
Hey, you.
Hi! Her eyes sparkle as a smile graces her lips.
You dressed up as Balance.
Yep, I thought you might like it. She nods.
It suits you.
Kari self-consciously places a hand on her bare hip and looks away.
So, what do you think of this outfit?
Cute. I smile warmly. You look amazing.
Really? You think it looks good?
Yes, but I'm pretty sure you can make anything look good. Kari's face is as red as her hair and she smiles.
Thank you. Let's go meet up with the rest of the team.
Alright. Once we all reconvene at the bar, we order our drinks and find an open table among the couches.
It's so unfair that I still can't have anything alcoholic.
Valerie pouts and puts an arm around Mayu.
Isn't that right?
Maya speaks softly.
I don't want to drink even if I could. Really? You have to at least try it once.
I feel Sho elbow my side.
If she's this excitable normally, I wonder how she'd act when drunk.
I don't even want to imagine the trouble she'd get us all into. Sho laughs.
True that, brosif.
Hey, enough with your private conversation. Let's play a game.
There. Anyways. Yuna perks up.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Maya nods excitedly. Even Kairi seems interested.
Okay, what game were you thinking, Valerie? Well, in honor of Sho's cosplay of Yosuke.
Not Yosuke!
Maya looks surprised.
Really? I thought you were Yosuke this whole time.
Ouch. Shayo slumps on the table.
Not you too, Mayu!
I'm sorry. It's just you portray him perfectly. With that outfit, I mean. Wasn't Yosuke the comic relief? And a pervert.
It's like someone copied and pasted that character and changed the name to Sho. Yeah, someone loves that Persona 4. I haven't watched it personally. I need to, though. The group nods. But I don't know where it should start. Should I start Persona 3, 4, or 5? Or rather, what Persona should I start with? That's a good question. Sho groans.
You guys are killing me here.
Shh. Yuna looks at Valerie.
What game were you thinking about? The King's Game.
The King's Game?
Mm-hmm. It's easy. We number chopsticks and give one of them a special symbol. Whoever picks the symbol is the king.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, that sounds easy enough. What can the king do? The better question is what the king can't do. He'll command one of the numbers to do something, and his order is absolute. Don't worry, it's a lot of fun. Well, I guess it couldn't hurt to try it.
Everyone looks at Kari in surprise. She's the last person we expect to agree with the game like this, and she blinks at us.
What? It's only us playing. I'm sure no one is going to make an unreasonable command.
Kari glares at Sho.
Right?
Sho shits uncomfortably.
Then it's settled.
Valerie grabs some chopsticks and marks them with a number, and then she marks one of them with a color. She shovels them on the table and then holds them in her hands so the marks are covered.
Let the games begin.
My heart races with anticipation as we all grab a stick. I turn mine over and see the colored marking. Lucky. I watch as the rest of my friends turn theirs over. Kari wears her best poker face. If I didn't already have the king stick, I wouldn't know what she had in her hand. Shell's face is another one of bitter disappointment. I wonder what he planned as king. Shh. My views a sigh of relief. I guess she didn't want to be king. Valerie seems indifferent about her stick. She probably would have been happy to be either king or subject. Ewan looks around the table.
Who's the king?
Ta-da! I offer my glorious crown chopstick.
Brosep's got it. What is your command, your majesty?
Let's think for a moment. I command number 1 to give me a kiss. Number 1 to give me a kiss on the lips. Everyone quickly checks their numbers. Some of them sigh in relief, others wait in anticipation.
Whew, it's not me.
Thank God for that. Shut up. That would have been weird. Who is it then? Ta-da! You are an alcoholic. Kari stands so quickly her chair wobbles, her face is bright red.
I want a redraw. The king's orders are absolute.
The rest of the group murmurs their agreements with Valerie. I guess no one wants to take Kari's place.
What?
Shh,
Come on.
Bucky.
What's the big deal? Aren't you two dating?
Kari's blush deepens.
Shut up.
Mayu sighs.
I'm disappointed by you, Cody.
Ta-da! You are an
Huh?
alcoholic.
Mayu looks down.
I always look.
She's
for
gonna fall for
I'll
this
do as
trap
I told
hard. The
you.
crocodile
Always keep
tears.
your word. But now
I think I hear faint sniffles.
fine.
Mayu looks up with dry eyes and a smile on her face as nothing happened. She's devious. Shh. Luckily, Kari was too focused on me to notice Mayu. But, judging by everyone else's expressions, they're all just as surprised by her performance as I am. Kari marches up to me. What? Hello there.
Shut up. Don't make this worse than it is.
She sits down next to me and places both her hands on the space between us on the chair and looks at me, then closes her eyes and aims for my cheek. Turn and kiss her on the lip. As she leans in, I turn my face so her lips meet mine. The power of boners. Kari quickly opens her eyes and pulls back.
You. Why? Don't just. I can't. You.
Kari hits my chest, but her face is bright red, and she avoids eye contact with me. She just shifts uncomfortably and breathes out in a huff. I never knew I could make Kari speechless.
Cody is so adorable when she's like this. Shut up! Aw, she is. Shut up!
I always knew she...
Swack.
They all said something. Why am I the only one being assaulted?
Because you're an idiot.
Oh, by the way, guys, little heads up, in the Kari Red story, there's gonna be a great moment involving Kari and and embarrassment, and it's gonna be smashing. It's gonna be a smashing good time. Just know it involves a song with Akon, so just look forward to that. Kari sits down, arms crossed and pouty. What I know everyone knows is she is actually happy underneath that angry facade.
It's gonna be a great moment involving Ari and embarrassment. And it's gonna be
Smashing.
smashing good time.
We played a few more rounds of the King's Game show, never once drew the color stick. Watching his frustration as some of us become repeat kings as an endless source of amusement. I wonder if his luck was really that bad or if a certain blonde was rigging the game to her own amusement. A little bit of both. When they became late, we all said goodbyes and headed up. I slipped a yawn as I entered the quiet house, tiptoeing into my room. I quickly get ready for bed and fall asleep with a smile on my face. Best Halloween ever. The buzz of my alarm pulls me out of a dream and snapping back into reality. With a sleepy roll, I slap the butt blindly at the sound. Just 5 more minutes. The buzzing doesn't cease, no matter how hard I slap my clock. I blink open, bleary eyes as 10, 17, and 8 a.m. blinks back at me. Crap! I shoot straight from bed. I'm late for class. I push the off button on my clock, but it doesn't stop the buzzing. Wait, my alarm doesn't buzz. Glancing on my desk, my phone buzzes loudly on the wood. It's Valley. She's probably wondering why I wasn't in class this morning. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put a thank you so much for enjoying and following me in this episode of Ace Academy. Tune in tomorrow for another episode of Ace Academy. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My usernames are in the comments, in the description, and the links in the description below. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rudy Verdon. You stay salty out there.